I want to welcome you, everyone, to this live broadcast today. This is the of October 2023, and some 28 minutes. You're welcome. You're welcome to the broadcast for the night on this hallowed platform, and I want to welcome you especially today being almost the last day of the week. Tomorrow is Saturday and the last day of the week, according to our calendar. I want to thank you. This is Biafra Global Network. My name is Kelechi Ambro. It's good to have you. And as always, we're here for the gospel of truth to make sure that we, move on and do the right things we need to do. But before I go on, I would like to play one of Mazin Namdekano's messages, which would help us commence effectively, so that we can always remember the narrative of truth. Because the reason why I'm going to play, I'll keep playing. I keep talking about these things and want to play Martin Namdekano's voices because one, he's our leader. Two, he's been given the assignment. Anything you see that is contrary to what Martin Namdekano is doing is actually negative. And anybody you see operating in that dimension where Martin Namdekano is the one we understand that whatever he says, whatever he has said has come to pass, and we all know that. And I want to welcome you. I'm going to be playing this for all of us to listen and remember the narrative of truth Martin Namdekano was telling us of. Because if I am going to be exposing the evils, I must remind you of the truth, because the truth would help you differentiate between evil and good. So thank you, Ego. Good to have you. Also, everyone who is here standing on the path of truth, I want to welcome you. I'm going to play this particular message of truth that Martin Namdekano gave to us. And the day he was talking and his voice was already cracked because of the evils going on within, and he was fighting a lot of battles close to the time he was abducted. Also not even, he was kidnapped, not abducted. He was kidnapped, an extraordinary rendition close to that period when ESN was already set and the people were misbehaving and lots of things. I'm going to be saying lots of things today. And of course, hopefully, if we have the time, we're going to listen to some vital messages that you would understand the corruption and the inner. I am beginning to think of how I'm going to start bringing some of these audios that, don't worry, we're going to work together. But before I go on, let me play this voice from Martin Namdekano.
Who don't understand our mission unless they are in the spirit. For mortals to understand what have come to do, they have to align their will with that of heaven. That is why this very morning, as always, and in keeping with everything that we hold very dear, we come forth to proclaim the goodness of the Most High, to also ensure that Biafra is restored. That is a very simple mission. It's not complicated. Go and bring Biafra. They never said go and become a freedom fighter. They never said go and be conducting rally every year. It never said go and become popular or famous. They never said we should come to do what others have done. Okike said, pave the way. I have paved the way. I will command all the angels of heaven to make sure that IPOB is given enough protection to ensure that this my kingdom comes as it is here in heaven. That is our mission. That is our commission. That is our instruction. And we must execute it. We are truthful people. We are honest. We are sincere. We don't prevaricate. We don't retreat. We don't surrender as our enemies have just recently discovered. They can keep lying. I told the zoo, and if you're a journalist and you're worth your salt, because I did not give them money, they don't want to write the truth. You will eventually speak the truth. We will force journalism in the zoo to change. To be truthful and bold, to speak the truth. The same way, by the time we finish, no idiot can open his or her mouth and say I'm from Niger Delta, because the name doesn't exist. We are winning on that one already. People are coming to their senses now. No more Niger Delta. People are telling us where they come from. That is better. By the time we finish with the vagabonds called journalists in the zoo, they will begin to report the truth. They will begin to hold office holders to account. They will become more incisive. They will become more investigative. They will become more assertive. They will push for the truth. The reason why people are suffering is because there is no truth. People believe in lies. And when you're lying, you're doing. Radra will drive away all these demons. If you're an IPOB and you're used to lying, you're an IPOB, you don't know what you're in Atwasi, your days are numbered. I hate liars. I can't stand them. I cannot stand them. Go and search your conscience. You have to be of good conduct that you could get them. Everything in life works in perfect alignment with the will of nature. You cannot be a liar and a thief and a kidnapper and you want Biafra to come. You are dreaming. If you're a liar, you're a thief, you're a kidnapper, you are somebody working with our WhatsApp Fulani as a saboteur and informant. You want Biafra to come. You are making a mockery. You are a hypocrite. And Chukwu Okike Abiyama can never ever listen to hypocrites. There is something you need to know. These are the things you need to bear in mind. These are the things you need to be conscious of. If you are of bad conduct, go and change. For you to remain in IPOB, we want people that when parents see them, when they see the way you behave, parents will send their children. Come on, that is what we want to do. That's exactly what we want to do. Not to raise a group of people who are no respect for their elders, people who have no respect for their mothers and their fathers, people who have no respect for their seniors, people who have no regard for the betterment of the environment and society they're going up in. We need model citizens. I am not waiting until we get into Biafra. Expecting to behave now like Biafrans. And our behavior is not like that of the baboons or monkeys in the zoo.
Now, I had to stop this here because there's something critically that Mazin kind of said that I want to talk about here. This is a message of, just like Ego have said, words of wisdom, the voice of truth. And I wanted people to really get this message. I'm going to play it again, but I want to point out something he said here. You know, he said something critically here that really, that really, I want to play it so that people can hear it again from him. Then you will not say, I just played it. Listen.
People who have no respect for their mothers and their fathers. People who have no respect for their seniors. People who have no regard for the environment and society they're going up in. We need model citizens. I am not waiting until we get into Biafra. Expecting to behave now like Biafrans. And our behavior is not like that of the baboons or monkeys in the zoo.
We are not waiting until we get in. You don't wait until you get in before you begin to set your foundation. You set your foundation and then you stand on your foundation to build the temple. You set your foundation and then you stand on the foundation to raise the bar, to raise the blocks, to raise the building. Did you hear that? I wanted people to get this truth. Very well. Now I'm going to play it again from top, and I'm going to take it one after the other because today I just felt, let me just use this Mazin and Bikano's broadcast to really open up some stuff. Then you can see the contrast between Mazin and Bikano and the criminals we have today all around Biafra land, telling you they are fighting for freedom, telling you they are doing this, telling you they are doing that. I want to point out, I want to show from this voice message of Mazin and Bikano, I want to proclaim the contrasts. Because remember, he said critically that the truth, that truth is important and fundamental. That truth is important and fundamental. And he made references. He said, we are not freedom fighters. Chikoke didn't say we should come and become freedom fighters. No, we came to restore and then you need truth. Freedom fighters would always want to marole around and play around. And they want to go with everything so that they for their. That is why you see most people, all these militias, telling you they are, fighting for their nations. When they take over, they go into criminality. They turn themselves as warlords and control the people, and then begin to impose their own will and their own selfish ends on the constitution, so that they control the people. And you will hear them. They will tell you they are staying in office. The next time they are telling you they're 2 terms. The next time they tell you 3 times. And before you know, they change the details of the constitution. They can allow gay marriage. They can allow abortion. They can allow all criminality, just and make sure that they stifle the finance department so that they will continue to steal. Now, most of you have been hearing what has been happening and all of that. I'm not somebody who want to come and gossip and all of that, but I want to bring out truth from everything that is going on. And I'm going to play this Mazin Amdekano's voice from top again, and I will take it. You and I will run this. Listen.
Who don't understand our mission unless they are in the spirit.
You can't understand the mission of truth unless you're in the spirit. And the mission of truth is strongly a tool of the spirit. The spirit is what those who worship the Lord shall worship him in spirit and in truth. For this is the fundamental of truth. And what is worship is the act of implementing or executing truth. That's what worship is. Some of you think that worship is just to, about in context of God, because we have different kinds of worshipers. In the context of God, especially the things that you do with God, worship is truth. And truth, executing worship, you're executing truth. To those who belong to the kingdom of darkness, whenever you are executing lies, you are executing worship to demons. Now listen.
Understand what we have come to do. So they have to align their will with that. That is why this in of the moment I also ensure that Biafra is restored. That is a very simple mission. It's not
The network shouldn't mess us up today. We need to free today, so please bear with me. Now, I am going to open up so many things, and I'm going to talk about so many things to you today. Very important. You all know the criminality going on and how they are beginning to expose themselves, but they are trying so much. In this Biafra movement, you can't use juju, your juju. If you like, go and just in it. Like money, and she went free. And somebody like and then somebody like one Efrog is sending me a message, Mr. Efrog, see that. And so and then somebody like maybe other people have taken money and they have stolen money, and they have gone free, and you think that you will come now and steal like what Azuka and Simon is doing, and when you steal, then later you will now somehow get away from the system and want people to carry on, and then you go and hide. It's not going to happen because you would be dealt with, you'll be exposed. This time around, we're not going to take it. We're going to make sure that spiritually and physically we get you. Spiritually, you're already under curse. Physically, you are going to face the then after that, I'm going to go into the autopilot miasma. Miasma, some of you don't mean. Just take your phone, type miasma. What is the meaning of miasma? You would understand what miasma mean. You know, Amaka, good to have you. God bless you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for joining. Good to see you here. And of course, we thank you also, Ego also always here and dealing with the trash coming from, you know, you and Amaka and other people dealing with the trash coming from the e-frogs, you know, coming from the e-frogs. So I'm always confident when I'm here. You know, we're going to be talking about the miasma. I know that most people who are following the autopilot don't reason, and most of them don't actually understand. What you need to do is just go type miasma, and then you'll see the meaning, and then transmogrify that meaning or relate it to autopilot and relate it to Simon and what they are doing right now, the criminality, the rogue moves, the rogue actions, and the stench, the horrible things happening now. Then you will understand what miasma mean in this context. If you don't understand what miasma means in this context, I'm talking to those so-called autopilots. I told people that autopilot is a group of people, but they have decided to name themselves autopilot. The system that controls the movement for freedom now, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself proclaimed, but they have yet to call themselves autopilot because somehow there was a time Simon said autopilot. I said they now use it as just like we said accountability and transparency. They now use it. So we need to relate to evil people. Autopilot has the positive side and the negative side. And of course, the positive side represents what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu proclaimed, that we are on autopilot level, or the move now is autopiloted. The movement now is autopiloted. But of course, anything that is piloted have some, when you are moving a vehicle, definitely when the fuel is being used up by the engine, there's some smoke that will be coming out. That is part of course, the excess, the waste that comes from the vehicle. And of course, when the vehicle is moving, somehow it's contacting some stuff when you enter into the mud, when you get to a place where you need to brake, when you get to potholes and all of this stuff. These are the negatives that come against the positive side of autopilot. So we have the negative side that represents Simon, the criminal side, all the people who claim that they are fighting for freedom right now and are criminals, stealing, maiming, killing, stirring up confusion and all of that. And before I forget, I want to tell Simon and his e-frogs and the members of his rogue team that if you want to kill the Bonny state where you are from, kill there, and then so that the military will come there and attack the community where you kill. Because what you do now, the other time we talked about, when they see that we keep talking, they want to come with another video to come play some games. Look at one terrible video. I don't know how these people reason. That's why sometimes I'm shocked. You know, the person just one of them who says a part of their liberation so-called army, he was playing a particular video. He put the camera was facing the ground and he was screaming, "Yes, we are here. Where are they? They say we always move. We are here. And come out. We are not moving anywhere. We are here. They are in bush, inside the bush, inside one village. They didn't go to Owerri's town or go to Onisha. Go to that open place and say we are here. They went to one bush where they know that villagers are, and they started screaming, "We are here." The camera is facing down. He didn't show us where he said we are here. He was just said, "We are here." They say we are running. We no run. Our place believes we are the owners. They're talking nonsense. And the terrible thing is that gullible people fall for this trash. They just want to believe lies so that they'll feel good. It's a very serious illness. It's a mental problem. you want to believe lies just to feel good, because you just want to feel like you are, something is happening, you know, in the midst of the freedom fight. So you just have to allow every lie that passes to become part of what you want to believe, so that you feel good and you feel like something good is happening. Thank God that most people are beginning to get liberated now. We've been hearing good news of people who are beginning to see the truth that Simon has been robbing them. I've been getting some messages that people are beginning to understand that they are being robbed. They have been deceived. People are getting these messages, and thank God people are getting liberated in the realm of the mind. God see the teachings we are given, positions we are doing. Can't see all of this information. Autopilot miasma. Now, the autopilot here I'm referring is the negative people who call themselves autopilot. Because whenever you see positive things happen, you will see negativity come in, trying to cut the system. If you look at the issue of the Garden of Eden, it's a pure example. When the positivity that God gave them and of that, God told them to enjoy everything that is in the garden, to continue to enjoy the details, to continue to enjoy everything and all of that. Suddenly, the negative appeared. And what is the negative? Satan, the serpent, came in and then said, brought lies into the system. And then after that, suddenly negativity was able to come. But this time around, in the mission, we have come to understand the dictates, the system or the operation of negative people in this movement. And we are here not as freedom fighters, as go-getters. Even as much as we are fighting for our freedom, we are focused on the ball, we are focused on the target, and we're getting our freedom. Now, it is going to be very interesting today, but let me go first with the narrative from this voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, I'm going to play it, pause at some time, make some comments that would enhance, and try to explain, to the core what he is talking about here in relation to what is happening right now. Let's listen, please.
And bring Biafra. They never said go and become a freedom fighter.
You hear that?
They never said go and be conducting rally every year.
Our people have been manipulated and our people, the resources of our people have been stolen, and the things that belong to them always. This is where it is. The people have been deceived to the point where they see is when there is a rally, they know something is happening. Hey, we need to protest. We need to go to British American embassy to protest. We need to write a letter here. It is not about letter writing. It is not about rallies. Today, in Jamboree, one flag has been lifted. All use Jamboree. Look at the Simon, for instance. He said 150 days. 150 days now, counting days from that 150 days that end 5th of February. How many months now? 7 months, right? So 33 times 7. That's about 300 and something days. 300 and something days gone. The 150 days. days. Somebody, he's in Finland, stays in that particular studio, says what he wants to say. No, yeah, this morning I posted, and I was just, because I've been seeing this thing over and over and over. I didn't want to comment about it, but I've been seeing it over and over. And today it just caught me. I said, why are these people so daft and so stupid? Is it that this spell is so strong on them that Simon comes and tells you that he has remapped Biafra land? He is now renaming some places, and he is now giving it some renaming everywhere, and you believe him. Even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself said that he doesn't have power on some issues, even to change the name Biafra. He doesn't have power. Somebody's coming to change the territories and the names. Have you forgotten that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that he himself does not have the powers to even change the name Biafra? That the people will sit, representatives of the people from each community will sit to discuss whether we shall continue with the name Biafra or we're going to change the name. and how we're going to rebrand the territories. He said so. He said it in 2020, several times in 2020. He said 2019 and 20. He said that he doesn't even have powers for the currency to make decision on the currency also. That the people will sit, representatives from each community will sit, and they will discuss and take decisions on their own, what they all want. And here is one boy sitting in Finland, sits in his studio, draws anything on map, comes and publish it on Twitter or social media, and all of you are jubilating. Don't you see that you are ignorant? You guys, oh my God. That tells you how backwards, how ignorant, and how terrible you reason. Because now we come to understand that we have a whole lot of work to do. You don't understand what statehood is, nationhood. You think one person will just sit down and just conclude on the issue of this territory will bear this name. This place will now have 31 or 200 states. We will now have 200 states in Biafra land, and the name of those places will be this and this. Just publish it on social media. That's the end. And everybody, oh my God, just like Madam Ego is saying here, zombies backwards, very backward. Amaka says Autopilot's group are gone for good. Those ones, their time is already, you know, we have been saying it, we are waiting. They will keep disgracing themselves. They will come out to confess the monies they've stolen. 2 days ago, I played, of course, you were here when I and Barbara were online, and we played several audios of what is going on and how maybe I'm going to remind you, I'm going to play those audios again today for those who were not here, because I'm going to use it as a basis of opening up the things I'm going to talk about today. Now, what I want to do clearly now, just like I was telling me today, you know, she said that the proof, because I was trying to tell her that you know, everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said came to pass, and everything Simon is saying, nothing have come to pass. She also was emphasizing nothing have come to pass, and then she made a statement. She said, and I said, that is the proof. That's the difference. That shows the contrast. She now made a statement. She's now said that that is the proof that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is called and this other person is not called. And you must not be called, but you can be called to join forces with someone who is called to carry out a particular mission. And at that point in time, you are called to join forces with the original mission, which means that whatever you do along that line will be in tandem with what your pal is doing, or the person who is originally given the mission. Like Moses, when Moses was given the mission, and people like Aaron were empowered. They had the power because the anointing was transferred. And when Moses laid hand on 70 people, the anointing was transferred on them. So whatever they did was in tandem with Moses' action. But you see what is happening amongst all these people claiming to be fighting for freedom. Everything they do is contrary to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing. Now, the issue here is the dragon flag had been lifted, which means the phase, the period. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was so frustrated because these guys were always thinking of conducting rallies and protests. You don't know why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made this, said this thing here. Let me remind you. Let me tell you guys, some of you don't know. Wanting this freedom thing always a matter of protests, a matter of rallies, sewing cloths, so that they will tell the people to go and sew clothes. They will bring clothes and tell them to buy a beret, tell them to buy some clothes, you know, spend money on different things, on drinks, on banners, printing things, so that they will make their money and then tax the people, collect the dues, and then use the dues. And then since they cannot eat the money directly, they have to put up a project that has to do with rallies and have to do with printing, moving around and doing all of that, so that it will be that they will inflate the prices of these things and then make money from there. So when they want to print banners, they tell you they have printed 50 banners, they print 25 banners, and they keep the rest. And of course, even that 25 they say they printed, they will inflate the cost and then tell you that they made it for 200,000, maybe $200,000, whereas they used only $10,000 for it. So in the end, they have siphoned and stolen monies. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was so frustrated about this whole thing. he came on the broadcast and he said, the Biafra project is not about conducting rallies. That was why he was looking for every means until the idea of ESN came. And when ESN was launched, the people now saw that he is very serious, getting out of these rallies and protesting, this narrative of stealing. He was taking this thing to another level of seriousness. They now kidnapped him. That is what happened. It is the pain. Anything you hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk about on broadcast, it is what he is fighting inside. He said, it is not about rallies. And so in December 2020, he raised the dragon flag. As soon as the dragon flag was raised, everything that has to do with protest and all of that was gone. What was left is action, because the dragon flag represents force in doing what we have to do. That's it. Let me play it.
It never said go and become popular or famous.
What did now? Is this not opposite what these guys are doing now? The guys who are telling you they're claiming for taking of freedom fighting and all of that. Someone will come and tell you that he wants his name to go in history book. He wants to be famous. Have you ever heard Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell you that he wants his name to be in history book? You don't need to say it. When you do the right thing, your name will be on history book. When you do the wrong thing, your name will be on history book. So wanting your name to be on history book does not mean that you are doing the right thing. Because even the person who does wrong, the criminals, we have Anini today, who was shot, firing squad in 1987, was killed. Today we know Anini, but is it for positive things? No. Today we know Abacha. Is it for anything positive? No. Anything you do, good or bad, goes into history. So whether you talk about, but this to tell you that his intention is just for fame, he had to say it. Someone will tell you, I want my name to go into history book. Why are you telling us? Why are you telling us? You want your name to go into history book. As what? As a freedom fighter, as a criminal. Because your name is already, you, Azuka, you will still keep, your fighting have not begun. It has not begun. But all of them, you see them, it is about fame and name. Fame and name. I know what under the accountability group, some group of people in control. When we have a program, we decide on a program. When one of them goes online, he speaks of it as if he is the one who is initiating the idea. That means he did this, he did that. Whereas it is the group. It is not even your idea. It is not even your idea. Somebody in the group brings the idea, we all discuss it, and we agree. And then we tell you, go and do this. And then you come on broadcast and you tell the people that you did this, as if you are the one. I remember the issue of restraint. Let me not go deep into that. Because there are so many things. You see, I'm not somebody who can be hypocritical. I am straight to the point. I will not, you see this freedom fighting, I'll be the last person that will compromise in this. There's nothing you can give me. There's nothing. What is so, if I am somebody who wants to fame, what is as good as having your face on the currency they want to do? Of course, if I'd agreed, then I would have designed the currency and they will start printing, because it was that call, that resistance that made that thing, that stalled that project. Because the intention is that now that Nigeria is having problems of currency, let's bring the money. And they were ready to flood that money in. And I was supposed to go design that stuff. My face is supposed to be on the coin, according to what they said. That is, I know it's a means of bribery, so that I will agree to the currency thing. If it is about fame, it is the very opportunity. I will put my face there. I will agree, and I'll put my face. They'll put my face on the currency. That's it. Even if it's the coin, even if it's the least one penny coin, they put my face. Is it not fame? Because they will start circulating the coin and everybody will hold it and say, wow, my face gave somebody hand now. Arrogance and stupidity, pride, self. I stood, that tells you that if no matter what you get, I will never compromise it. But look at some of them. Look at one that comes up to one woman. just comes up every time that was saying that, Simon, you must give us account. You're not allowing Azuka to give us account. That is why blah, blah, blah. Suddenly, Simon called her on phone. Azuka called her on phone. Before you know it, she's now praising them. She's now so happy. She's getting, likes and followers on. She thinks she has arrived. Fame. Look at the one they call Vam Vam Vam. I don't know what that means anyways. Look at him. He stood on the truth initially. He even told you that Simon is a career agitator and told you how he's criminally taking what belonged to you. And then suddenly they started on unsubscribing on his channel. People started not following him, just like they have told them not to be commenting on our broadcast again. They stopped commenting and all of that. And then suddenly, he now saw that he was going down. Suddenly, he now started the same place, same platform where he vomited and said all the criminal things about Simon, including, of course, everyone. True issue of the accounts that he knows that was a cloned account, which he mentioned, the cloned account, Azuka's husband's account, and Azuka's account in Nigeria. Say people should be contributing on the same platform where he voiced out and said this is a cloned account of criminals. The same person comes on that same platform. Now he's enjoying followership. They want to be popular everywhere. They want to be everywhere. They want to be everywhere. Those will still be famous, but they are not the ones to project it and push it. Issue them. It says that Jesus' fame went all over the nations of the world, but was that what he was looking for? No, he was thinking of redeeming the people. That was what he was thinking about. Money them day after Jare. They don't give them in court. Now, all of them, 247, all those guys, you see them constituting nuisance on Facebook. That's one that doesn't even know how to analyze things. 247, and all of them, none of them, all of them are just, they speak one thing, they now contradict themselves with understatements. Nonsense. And these same people were the people when we were together under the Autopilot before I left the Autopilot media team. Before I left, these are the same people who are saying, who keep castigating Simon because Simon is doing something wrong. Simon is, the monies without, they were stylishly talking about the monies, but they don't want to say it because they don't want Azuka to hear. And I'll keep telling them that we need accounts, and they will go and tell Azuka. They think somebody, who is Azuka for me to me? Who can they fear? What's in Anofi? The day Azuka came on, and I'll play one of these days. I'm going to play that issue when we talk about the issue of the currency. And then we now talked about when I now exposed and brought the evidences of Ngozi Oraboeze being a Nigeria agent. I'm the one who brought the evidence. When I brought the evidence, Ngozi Oraboeze have always been here. We were friends. We were talking. We were relating. We were on the advisory board together. I was friends with everybody. But when criminality came in, I said, no, it's not going to work. Because it doesn't matter. No matter how close we are, once you introduce criminality, we are gone. That friendship, I'm not going to quarrel with you, but you are the one who will run away from being friends with me. Look at one particular woman, popular there, always wanting to find glory on social media. She was with us in accountability group. Suddenly, she saw that she wanted to blackmail me by all means. After the first set of people have done theirs and they ran away. She now one of the guys came and started bringing in corruption. Wanted us to introduce the office of a spokesperson into the accountability group. I said no, it's not going to work. He was manipulating and said we need, and he wants those in America to manage, those in abroad to manage the money, not in America, those abroad to manage, because of his own, because he's claiming, he said he has something to do, he can do something. So he was waiting for monies to come. So he wanted to romance those ones abroad, in the UK, in the US and all of that, and then romance them so that he will be getting money, because they were sending him small money. He started claiming, he said we need a spokesperson in accountability and transparency group. He was pushing it, and they started pushing it, and they wanted to silence me. They will tell me, Kelechi, you know, you are the secretary, so please don't be talking during our meeting. All you just need to do is to write. When you talk, it will be as if you are imposing your will. And when I give a suggestion, they'll say I'm imposing my will. So which kind of people be this? I'm in a group, I'm giving suggestions, you say I'm imposing my will. When they did all those stuff, they now, after the first set of people are falling out, those ones who were supposed to be suspended, they fell out. These second people now, when they saw they couldn't succeed, in fact, they used one lady who is a Polish lady in our midst. They now influenced her, who was close to me. I even brought her into the midst. She was one of those who was supposed to work under the Simon's so-called cabinet. And when she saw that that place is criminal, when she saw I was not there and that place is criminal, she decided to join me here. And when she came in here, I brought her on the auspices of truth. They started influencing her against me to tell me not to speak, because when they see a colored skin, a yellow skin, they get excited, and all of that. And they started trying to make me silent. I said no. When they came in with the issue of and the guy was even making suggestion. He wants this person to become. I am not going to mention names for now. He said he wants this particular person to become the spokesperson. I said we don't have an office of spokesperson here. We agreed that nobody will be the leader. We don't go back on our words. We stand on our words. We said nobody will be the leader under accountability and transparency group. The only leader we have is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every other person is working in different offices. Every other person is working in their office. You stay in your office, you work, you give your ideas, you bring your ideas, we reason together, we agree, we enhance, we brainstorm. That is the idea. Accountability and transparency group is not by anybody, but the whole people there control the system by their ideas. Under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they wanted to corrupt the whole thing. Then suddenly, that same person now came up and said the name Accountability and Transparency Group, and let's give it over to those people who are falling out, those people who said they want to leave because they want to be suspended. Since they say they want the name and they want to start fighting us because of the name, and let's leave the name. They wanted to destroy the whole thing. I said, no, you can't start that nonsense. That is when one of those women, that one that's always come to social media, always trying to show herself, telling you she's contributing everywhere. She's so, she always wants to be important. That was when she now started. She went to the Polish lady to try to get some information to use to blackmail me. She just wanted to, oh my God, our people. And after she tried, she ran away from the accountability group. You can stand gidigbam. That is why we said, if you like, run from now to here, you will still come to the point of truth. You can never get Biafra unless you come to the point of truth. And if you want to come to the point of truth, you must come, we must sit down, we must discuss. So all these things you people are doing, Simon, running around, dancing around, and making noise, and water here. You are just wasting your time. Now today they start to do water. You are calling it water, but before then it was not called water. It was called something else. They'll tell you they have done this, they have done that, they have done that. What did they achieve? When the militants, in 1999, were doing all the nonsense in the creeks because they didn't have a solid plan. It was just a selfish agenda. What happened? In the end, were they not penetrated? In the end, they became houseboys and pipeline control mercenaries for the so-called, the same people who are Biafrans. They became pipeline guards. They became different. Look at them. In 2017, one section of them was standing strong for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Was even one of the reasons why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was released. Today, they are there. They have been brought over. We stand firm on the truth. Don't waver. Don't waver. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said here, he said that we are not people of rallies. We are not people seeking for attention. We are not people seeking for popularity. We are people who are dedicated to the cause of freedom. Naturally, you will be popular. You don't need to announce it. When you announce it, we know you have an hidden agenda. Now listen.
They never said we should come to do what others have done.
Let me say something here. Did you know what he was talking about? What others have done was things like what Uwazurike and co have done, where they compromised. Because what Chukwokeke has assigned him to do now, no compromise. Truth is fundamental. So whatever thing they have done will not be compromised. Look at what is happening right now. Where is the truth? Where is the truth? I'm talking about the miasma in the Autopilot crew. Now you can see, I don't want to go, I'm not coming here to tell all of you have seen what is happening on social media. We keep telling you guys that whether come rain, come shine, they would expose themselves. Didn't they tell you that before the end of this year, it's going to get you BIAFRA? I think I need to play those voice messages because of time. You heard, maybe in the next broadcast, I'm going to play them again before we go on other audios that we'll start playing, because I'm going to play them again so that you sync. Because some of you need to listen to some things over and over again to get sense. You need to listen to some things over and over and over again. Biafra project is not a thing, not a family business. It's not a family meeting. You just reminded me now. Yesterday, Mazina Mekano's case was in court. Yesterday, and suddenly one of the younger brother's wife posted on social media, because the date was moved to 15th of December. She posted on social media the date of the Mazina Mekano's case have been moved for the judgment have been moved to December 15th, and she now put laughter there, and I began to wonder, what is the meaning? I say, holy, oh Lord God Almighty. She put laughter. That means a mockery, and the husband is the younger brother to Mazina Mekano. She put laughter there. And I was asking somebody, I said, are you trying to tell me she doesn't know the implication of that laughter? She knows what she's doing. How can you say that the date for the judgment of your husband's brother's case, who have been unjustly and criminally held against his will for over 2 years, 2 months plus, and what you could do on social media is to put up a laughter emoji, a mockery laughter emoji, after sarcasm, after the sarcasm of posting the date, and then you put laughter. Anyways, they are not important anyways, but I just want to tell you the extent to which our people are, the evil in of our people. Now listen.
He said, "Look the way. I have paved the way. I will command all the angels of heaven to make sure that IPOB is given enough protection to ensure that this my kingdom comes as it is here in heaven."
Now, do you know what it means to have protection? It is not, the protection is that God will always raise those who would stand and uphold the truth. That is why nobody can bring down the legacy of Mazina Mekano. You might have succeeded in dividing the camp of ESN, but you see the truth, God will protect it. And that is why Mazina Mekano said that IPOB will be protected. The host of heaven, that the truth that SA is IPOB not be destroyed, be preserved, continuously protected, and will not diminish. That is what's come up. Network is giving me some stuff here. I'm trying to watch it to be stable so that I can speak and you can know what I'm talking about. Like us and my comrades and those, of course, who are speaking the truth and publishing the truth, they are standing resolute. There's no amount you give to How much? What is money? It's a means to an end. Just to solve, it's just to carry out. It has no value to life. It only helps you achieve some stuff, get some things done. That's what money is for. So we don't have that love for it. We understand what money represents. We understand fundamentally what money represents. So you must understand this. You must understand this. You must understand this. Let's play on.
That is our mission. That is our commission. That's our instruction. And
that's our mission, our commission. Commission is the action itself of the messenger, the message. You are commissioned to that, to carry out that mission by instruction. Your commission is the calling. Your mission is the mandates of your calling. And then the instruction is the guiding principles to the mission. So you must understand that these 3 points of reference in Biafra project must fall in place, must be equivocal, must be, have this equilibrium point where they meet, that central point where they meet. The commission, which is the calling, having a mission that spells out or defines the commission, which goes by strict instruction on how to carry it out. So when you hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say that the dragon flag is lifted, understand it in that context. Anything beyond that, anything below that, anything outside that is null and void. So all these liaison offices, all these that don't exist anyways, we know they don't exist. All these jamborees, we have changed them, remapped Biafra land, and we have to rename their territories. All those things are jamborees. That's not the instruction. Government in exile, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. That's not the instruction. When you know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's message, and you're a true follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, with the mission and the voice and the things going by instruction that he voices, and the voice that he has, his voice you can recognize, and the content of his voice, you will know that most of these things and almost all these things these guys are doing, in fact, all of them, everything they are doing is contrary to the instruction given to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know that. We are truthful people, honest. We are sincere.
We are honest. We are sincere. We don't prevaricate. We don't retreat, surrender.
Now, let me tell you something. Some of you will say, no retreat, no surrender. No retreat, no surrender has nothing to do with the narrative in which you are going. That means when you are doing rubbish, no retreat, no surrender. It doesn't make sense. It is connected to the gospel of sincerity and honesty. So no retreating on truth, no retreating on sincerity, no retreating on sincerity, and no retreating on truth. We are sincere, we are truthful, we are honest. We are not retreating on these 3: honesty, truth, sincerity. That's what he's talking about. When you hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say no retreat, no surrender, he's not talking about you go do water, then you run away, and then they come and kill the people in the community, and you say water, no retreat, no surrender. No, that is blindness. That is stupidity. No retreat, no surrender in this context represents the upholding of truth, honesty, and sincerity.
Our enemies have just recently discovered.
You see it now. This has proved it. This have proved it. He said, our enemies have recently discovered. What did they discover? They discovered that we are standing on truth. We are not shaking. They didn't discover that you did water, and then you ran away. No. They discovered that you are sincere. They discovered that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is standing on the path of truth, and IPOP represents truth. So all they needed to do is to take him away in connection to those criminals within, and then they can penetrate and try to introduce lies. That's what they try to do. But people like us are here. We are watchers. I keep telling you, we are watchers. We watch the system. We watch it.
They can keep lying. I told the zoo, an armor.
Did you hear that?
If you're a journalist and you're worth your salt, because I did not give them money, they don't want to write the truth.
You see now, so you see now, they don't want to write the truth. That means they don't want to accept the truth, which means that all this while, what Mazin Americano is talking about is truth. Not water, not all this nonsense. He's actually talking about truth. So when he says no retreat, no surrender, he was referring to truth. That's why he mentioned it now. He said they don't want to accept the truth. They don't want to write the truth because that is what we are preaching. That is what we are not retreating from. That is not what we are not. That is not what. That is what we are not going to surrender from.
You will eventually speak the truth.
You see it. So you can now tell now that what I am explaining is in connection, is in tandem with what Mazin Americano is talking about.
We will force journalism in the zoo to change. To be truthful and bold.
Truthful and bold.
The same way by the time we finish, no idiot can open his mouth from Nigeria.
You hear that? By the time we finish unleashing the truth, not by the time we start water or finish water. No, the truth. You will not be able to say you're from Niger Delta because the truth will reveal to you the context and the content of your makeup.
Because remember, we are winning on that one already. People are coming to their senses now. No more Niger Delta people are telling us where they come from. That is better. By the time we finish with the vagabonds called journalists in the zoo, they will begin to report the truth. They will begin to hold office holders to account. They will become more incisive. They will become more investigative. They will become more assertive. They will push for the truth.
Now, do you know why we are concentrating on Mazin Americano's speech today? It is going to be the basis of our exposition from now. So you got to get this message clear from Mazin Americano, because by the time we begin to play other audios and all of that, you begin to understand, because we're going to start exposing the miasma, the autopilot miasma, and the miasma in autopilot. And the secret activities, we'll keep exposing them. And as much as we keep exposing them from the gospel you are hearing today, you will begin to understand how these things are. I want to tell you, if you are still part of those criminals, whether Chike Doziem, whether Samanepa, whether Chinansa Wonru, whether Nena, whether Oyibo, and whether all these people, Kanunta, if you are still part of them, you are only being stupid. And you must understand that the cure of your stupidity is the truth, which we are preaching right now. So you must get these facts clear, that we are concentrated on the truth. We cannot deviate. See, I am so passionate about BIAFRA, so I can't compromise truth. Our leader said it, that it is only the truth that will give it to us. So why should I patronize lies? For what? How much would they give you? How much can Simon give you? How much can the Nigerian contract? How much would they give you? They give you $1 billion. So your problem is solved. Your problem is solved. Go send Miasma, be small. I give the assignment to the autopilot so that they will understand. Go and look at Miasma on the word autopilot and close to the word autopilot, and then understand what Miasma means. Because I want you guys to get to learn from studying a vocabulary. You increase your ability to reason. It helps if you don't know. It improves your mental faculty. Studying vocabularies if you don't know, because the meaning of that vocabulary gives you a knowledge and an impression that helps you reason in another world of that particular meaning, and then begin to penetrate into the depth of the molecules. Let me use the word molecules. The molecules that are involved in making up that world. And then in that world now, you build up more ability to reason further into that, and then get more intelligent. And then as you get more words, more vocabularies, you expand your ability to reason effectively. The reason why most of you don't reason is because Simon is the one who goes to read for you. Simon is daft. He goes to read on his level of daftness. You go and study under a daft man, and then you end up becoming dafter than daft. That's the problem. Because the guy is not smart. Somebody is calling the guy clever criminal. Clever criminal. He's not a clever criminal. He's a dumb criminal because everything he does is obvious that he is just. It's obvious. Every move he takes, we know. Look at recently, of course, they want to do their fundraising tomorrow. Now look at what they have posted. They now downloaded the issue, the details of just look at the things that are done. Look at the bragging the day of the court. If you don't, they were thinking that the courts were going to be, so that he will now claim the glory that it was his bragging that made them release him. So when he said if they don't release him that day, that what they are going to see, he has always been saying he's going to show them, he's going to do this. After that, he said, oh, you people have, okay, we know hope is on them, you are behind it. Unnecessary. 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 It's even stupid because you will always put up unnecessary arguments because you don't have anything truthful in you. So you put up unnecessary arguments. What is all this bragging? And then he tries to do, go to Twitter now, look at the messages so far to the time of the so-called fundraising that is coming, just to create some kind of impression. And that was why that one came with that video and was showing the ground and was claiming, we are here, we're not running, we're not here, it's our land, we're in charge. If they say they're strong, men and come now, you are in the bush, on one tarred small road, narrow road on the bush. You know all those roads that they have tarred a long time ago in our communities where people are still using to walk around and all of that. They went to one, I don't know whether it's maybe inside Imerienwe or somewhere inside Olu. Just go there. It's just like me now. I can go to my road now in Biafra land now and stand there and shout, we are here, and get some boys around me. Let's make some video. Let's just put some stunts. We are here. And then some people will be shooting some guns somewhere. Just use some stuff, be making the gun sound. If I don't have weapons anyways, just be making those sound. And then we say, we are here. Where are they? Let them come. And I'll upload it on video. You say, wow, what stupidity of the highest order. Oh my God. Oh my God. Our people are so horrible and funny. The only reason sometimes it's so funny. You know? Yes, so Mazen Abkano will be protected. Well protected by all these things that you do because your fundraising is coming close. That's why I say you're a dumb Simon. I'm talking to Simon now. You're a dumb criminal, not a clever criminal. Dumb one, because your tactics can be told. We understand the tactics before you play them. You know that you just know what they're going to do. You know, and all of that. Every moment on social media, are they not saying it? They're not telling people how we are caused. Let them go. Unnecessary, because you are going to take the path of unnecessary details because you are not truthful. Unnecessary details to cover up your ass. You know, dumb criminals followed by zombies. Yeah. Zombies go unless you tell them to go. Zombie no go come unless you tell them to come. Zombie no go talk unless you tell them to talk. Zombie no go think unless zombie. Tell them to go straight. No. Go and die. That's what Simon is doing to them. Simon and Azuka. Go and die, go and quench, go and kill. Zombie. You call yourself a freedom. In accountability and transparency group, we are setting the pace for true design of what we truly are to get freedom. Nobody come to look for a title or look for position or come to, are we in charge? No. As you are coming to give your ideas. You are coming to work with people. You're coming to reason with other people. Reason, we reason, and this brings his idea, that brings her ideas, and we put them together. We now come up with a tangible resolution. We carry it out. So we are planning it appropriately. Remember, Biafrans have been the first democracy or republicans from time. Mazda have said it several times. Even the so-called Europeans have said it, and Americans have said it in several videos. They have said it. We have been in that system for a long time. And that system helps us to structurally design our communities and effectively implement decisions. Because every decision that is implemented, it is believed that the people agreed. And because we are a proud people, we need collective decisions to make a result, to get the headway, to make a headway. Proud people are always easy. They are always easy betrayers. They can easily betray. So to curtail their betrayal tendencies or their betrayal nature, let them all make decisions by themselves. That is why in this freedom fighting, we are changing the narrative. Not where one person sits down and just publish one thing, tell you he has changed the name of social community to social community, and then all of you shout. That is why it doesn't work. It's not been working. Because sit down, one person is just taking orders. Even when Mazin Amdekanu was involved in those ones, they were still destroying the system. And that is why we want to set up a structure that nobody can destroy. Nobody can destroy. Who do you want to sell now? Who do you want to sell to destroy the whole show? When everybody's in charge. Who do you want to sell to the Nigeria government? Mazin Amdekanu will be leader, but they will know that Mazin Amdekanu does not take the decision. By the time they know there is a strong team behind Mazin Amdekanu. Hey, my brother, stop this nonsense. You have come again. Don't tell us who donated anything. We don't want to hear. If you want to go to Simon, go to Simon's broadcast. If your brother donated $2,000 or $1 million, that's your business. Don't come in here and tell us. Please. Don't come here and tell us. I don't want you. I know you are working with Simon. So I know it's either this is Simon or one of his men. So please don't come here and don't come here and distract me with all this information. I don't need it. Please. Don't come here with all this nonsense. I know you. I know people like you very well. You are tactical, but you cannot be tactical. You cannot be smart. You are just smart, but you are not intelligent. Come here to tell me about you are hearing me saying something else. You come here and start posting they just donated $500. And so doesn't it prove that your brother is daft? Go and tell your brother he's daft. Don't come here and tell us that you donated $500. What's the meaning of that? Let me concentrate, please. I don't like people who are they just come here and start talking nonsense. You think we are here to joke? We are here for serious business. If you're not working with someone, don't come here and start distracting people. Don't come. If you want to face the message for the day, concentrate. Don't talk about all this nonsense. We don't need all this nonsense. Fundraising, some people are donating, and Simon is getting it, and they are going, how can we stop him? We don't need all those details. How did Mazin Amdekanu stop the narrative and get people to believe? He was preaching the truth. You are not the one who changed people. You are not the one who changed the minds of people. It is the truth that changes the minds of people. So our duty is to continue to preach the truth. We are not the ones to change the minds of the people. So leave the people to continue to get the truth until they are changed. Until they are changed. No, I don't believe you. Your submission does not spell out that. I'm not a hypocrite, so I will not come here and tell you lies. Your right up, I think deep, I read in between lines. Your right up does not prove that you are a member of the heart. If you want to be a member of accountability, come and join. Don't stay out there and begin to make some comments. When you come and join, we will discover you whether you are true or not. That's how we know how we discover people. So many people have left us because in the end you will show yourself. Because when we keep putting the truth before you, you run away. There's one that used to broadcast with me, one elderly man. I'm not mentioning his name because his name is not important. Went to tell somebody he was bitter about me. He said the man telling the elderly man to come and tell. That tells you how very disrespectful he is. He was telling the elderly man he was talking to that the elderly man should come and tell me what he said. Why don't he call me himself and tell me he said this? And he calls himself a prince. He's telling an elderly man to come and tell me what he said. Sending an elderly man on an errand. Man who is older than him, far older than him. Very disrespectful. After all the nonsense and stupidity that he did, blackmails and everything, he has seen them. The same people he trying to blackmail with, he's working with them now. And now he has obviously seen that there's nothing. Yet he cannot put himself, be humble to come and say, I'm sorry. I missed it. All the blackmails I was carrying about you is wrong. Rather, he goes around trying to blackmail. You can't blackmail me now. I'm so open. What are you going to say about that I did? I'm not a criminal. I stood up against the issue of the currency because I know that it's not about self. I stood up against, as today Gospel Rabos is everywhere. The same person who is a Nigeria agent working with this team. All this nonsense. We don't want all of this stuff. We want to concentrate here and do the right thing. We want to concentrate and do the right thing. Don't come and tell us somebody donated them. We are preaching the gospel. Those who will get it, and please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it on all your social media platforms so that people will hear this truth. Because one day they will refer to this message. You can't destroy what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has built and we'll just keep quiet. All of you doing nonsense. All of you doing nonsense. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have spent his time to build. That is why I'm playing his message, so that you can hear from him again what the truth represents. If you are here and you are still pursuing these evil people, these evil people, you are still pursuing them, following them, and donating to them, you are just going to be the same repercussion that will come on them. You see, what's happening to them now is just small. It has not started. Because when the God of Biafra will open up the whole thing, it will explode. Let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, then you will see. You will see how things will change. But you see all this criminality, all these jamborees, and all these mafioso moves going on. This one comes, they now have divided. Chicken Answer One has his own team, taking the people to this part, and these other people. Simon comes, divides ESN, takes his own part after Chinas has taken his own. Kanunta comes, takes his own, and some other people are stranded. Look at that voice message I played to you the other time. Azuka with her mouth said, those ESN that are not being given anything is because they are not part of us. That means they recognize that these are ESN men, but they are not, they refuse to allow them to be part of them because they have not compromised to accept them. Why would Simon tell people to go and swear an oath with Butuzo when they already have ESN command and they have their oath taken under ESN? Why? Because he has formed his own. Now look at the I won't show it. I don't want to be showing his stuff here. Go to his Twitter. Look at the stuff he posted about fundraising. He put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's picture and said, leader, IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. He now puts himself, Prime Minister, Biafra Republic government in exile. So indirectly, he's telling you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of an organization, but he himself is the prime minister of the nation, the government. Because government control. You can have leaders in different sects. You have leader of Ohaneze, you have leader of this. So he indirectly put in the message there. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of IPOB. It's an organization. But me, I am the prime minister of Biafra government in exile that controls Biafra land. Arrogance, and that is what is going to bring him down. This arrogance I'm talking about, because he's very arrogant. In the first place, for him to even insult us, come out to publish, to start calling us criminals, and when we're calling him for a meeting, somebody who is true, small boy, then they call him for meeting. Papa, then they call him for meeting. Your older brothers, they call him for meeting. You come for line, they call them criminals. Because the Biafrans don't hail you. You don't feel say you don't arrive. Because you are in Finland. You don't do what I don't do for this life. You don't enter where I don't enter. You don't touch life so I don't touch. They come call me criminal for lying. That tells you the kinds of people they are. Look at Azuka say in that audio I played 2 days ago. I'll play this thing again in the next broadcast before I begin to play others. I'm going to release things to you so that you can begin to see the evils going on. Because some of you need to be, I don't know. You need to be told these things several times. Because I know Simon's agents are here. You need to be told these things several times. You see people who you don't even know where they are from, what they are, because they came under you, working under you, and calling you sir. Because I'm calling you sir, you come on social media to call me criminal. Because I'm calling you for a meeting for the ESN that Azuka herself said they are ESN members, but they are not part of me. They are not part of us, which means that you people recognize these people are ESN, but you don't want to give them what belongs to them because they are not abiding by your own principles. They are not being loyal in that sense. That means they are not dedicated to your own dictates. your own program. This is what we want. You have to become our henchmen. You must be under us. You must swear an oath under us. And you are not going to walk in on that ESN again. You are going to be here, but we're going to be using ESN to raise funds. We're going to be using ESN to raise funds, but we are costing our own militia. So, which means, as you said it, she said that this ESN who are complaining, those ESN, she didn't say those people who are complaining, they are not ESN. She said those ESN members, those people who are those ESN who are complaining are either there's not enough or they are not part of us. That means the ones that they deprived are the ones that are not yet loyal to them. So because they are not loyal to them, they refuse to fund them. What Mazi Namdanu said, they destroyed and caused division in the ESN camp. Today, they have formed the militia. This propaganda video, somebody inside thick bush will be shouting, where them, Nigeria. Why not go to Owerri? Go to Douglas Road. To or go to Olu Road. Go to Oji. Go to Weka. Go to all those places. Stand there, wear the Nigerian military, and show us the area. So you get come to inside the community, 1 third road, stand, you put in the video on the ground. Where them? We don't believe in all those nonsense. We are smarter. Now all those guys, all these people like some kind of people, all these e-frogs I'm seeing now, they don't now. Some don't hold them, they don't fit because they don't come, they are now e-frogs, they're now posting. They have to talk because they are going to tell them, hey, this man, they talk something, I need to talk for this matter. Because criminality must go down in this. As long as we are here, if you like, go for any juju house, put my picture, snap, screenshot me, put it there. I told the other one they called Judith the other time. We were busy having a meeting with ESN commanders and shotting us. Powerful and collection. One collection of juju somewhere. One collection of somewhere. She just packed the juju somewhere. They shot our message. They sent to Simon. And Simon was busy publishing it online. They are having meetings. The person, Simon himself, was invited for that meeting. We told him several times. I even told you guys, go and tell him to come for that meeting because it's important. We're talking about ESN. ESN is not your property. ESN was formed by Mazi Namdanu, and we all have the right to guard ESN. Instead of him to come for the meeting, he was used to screenshot those who are in the meeting and send it to him. And then he came online to say criminals, they are holding meetings and all of that. And I told Judith, after we said we must expose who is doing that, she couldn't. And in the end, she now opened a juju, put a camera on the juju, telling me that she's going to do. I said, call my name in that juju, you will go down there. Right there where you are. Call my name there if you have guts. Why didn't she call my name there now? Make she call my name for that juju. And there her end could be. So screenshot juju house. Now your family member, you guys say your family member don't die. And you go, the reason why you don't go die, they say will preserve you because you will use your eyes, see the truth manifest, and you will be tortured to death by the spirits. We don't kill people, but when you want to go into different dimension to try to destroy what God have done, we are watchers. We are here to watch the truth, and that's why since we are holding it until it comes out, we want to bring everybody who's truthful together. Not all these mafioso moves everywhere. Nonsense going on. Liaison offices, nobody sees them. Nobody is seeing anything. What they just tell you today that they just screenshot some things, show you pictures. Look at the other. I was just looking at one video. One. I said, "Oh my God, these people are stupid and daft." Somebody was telling you in that video that what's her name? Ngozi went for a South in South Korea having. I just wonder when did you go? When going for a program, an organizational program organized by some people, a non-governmental organization, how does that represent you having a relationship or a liaison, a partnership with the South Korean government? How does that work? Is it that you are too daft that you don't reason? How does Ngozi? Because when we were on the advisory board, we talk, we say, please, we have to look for programs where things are happening. Any of us who know where programs are happening, we need to go there. We print Biafra things, we put them there, we stand there and we represent Biafra. That is another way of publicity. So if Ngozi now works, because I know the criminal called Gaddafi, who is down in South Korea, I know how he would have arranged that. I know him. We have been talking about that now. You know, I know these people. I work with them. So you believe when I talk, you know, I'm talking authoritatively. You see what I'm talking, you know? This person knows what he's saying. Gaddafi has arranged it because Gaddafi has a master planner. When we go, they plan some things, even planning against the other people. He will plan against this one. He will come and tell me. And I will just be smiling. Chineke me. You know? And all you need to do is look for a program, a renowned program going on in your vicinity. There was one particular program that was going on my vicinity. Somebody had the notion about it. And they told me, they said, I will go and represent since I'm in the community. And I would have gone there with Biafra flag and everything. But because we don't know who is who and because of security reasons, that's why I didn't go. Does that mean that if I've gone there and posted Biafra things and posted everything, and then I come to show you on social media and post and say, Biafra is moving forward, you will say, wow, we are getting there. We have now, with the government of that nation, we are now, we have now joined partnership and we're working, and they are now our allies. South Korea does not, even the South Korea government does not even know anything is going on. South Korea government does not know. Even the least person in the ministry of South Korea does not know that they does not even know that anything like that is going on. She just went there. Of course, when you go there, you have a table. You can just get few of them. You sit down. You want to discuss some things about the nation and just organize it. They don't know what you are planning to do. They don't know that you are using them to shine. They just sit with you, and I'm good at that too. When I go to a place, I can organize things. I can sit there, I can talk to some of them. Please, let's sit down, let's have some discussions. There's some things I need to talk with you about and all of that, blah, blah. And then I will now tell somebody to be snapping me. Don't forget, I'm the event person now. I know how we arrange events. So don't come here to all this nonsense one that they do for that so-called autopilot. That's the miasma. Your actions stinks. It's a stench. Because it is too dumb. What you guys are doing is too dumb. How can somebody just put a video on the ground and start showing us to shoot, and then they are shooting somewhere, or maybe they're using some stuff to play some stuff as if they are shooting? It's possible too. And then they're saying, yes, come here, let them enjoy. Where are they? They say we always wrong. Where are you? Where? You are in the bush talking nonsense. This broadcast, this broadcast. Has taken much time, but I just got to speak. We are the watchers. We keep the truth. And let's play on, because maybe today I'll just relax on this Martin. I'm going to stop, and then we end today's broadcast. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'm going to begin to open up. I'm going to play some audios, initial audios. I'm going to play them again tomorrow so that you can hear those things I'm talking about. You can imagine Azuka determining the decision, the agenda for a whole meeting, and saying that's not the agenda, that agenda is gone, this is the agenda, money. And she now tells you that she doesn't know anything happening in the account. How then? Where did they sack from? If she doesn't know what she was talking about, now listen to this. She was talking about finance committee or finance department. Now she was now talking about distraction. And that Ifrog called Sonia Barawa too was talking about distraction. That Kennedy should not ask distracting question. And one Azubike also was talking about distraction. Now, if you have a finance committee, what is the activity? What is a function of a finance committee? Finance committee simply puts every record as it is carried out. Put them together. Financial records. That's what the finance committee does. So submitting reports cannot be a hard work, because over time, as you carry out works, so if you truly have a finance committee, as you claim, why are you talking about distractions in this whole thing? Because you are not the one, according to you, you are not the one putting together the details of the expenses, whereas we know you are the one. We know you are the only, you and your husband and Simon, the three of you, and then Erawa, who is also getting a share from the account, and then Azubike too. The four of you are the ones in charge of the accounts now. Then one Chichi in Lagos, who is in charge of your own Lagos account. That's one are you in charge. Nobody know what's in the coming. Now you and Chichi as not the sharer. You are the ones who know the accounts, but you are claiming that you have a finance department, which you use in shooting yourself on the foot because you said you have a finance committee or finance. This. If you have a finance people or finance committee, why don't they just forward the details to you, the report to you? Because that's their job. Of course, finance department takes records of finances. So when you say distraction, what do you mean by distraction? How can you say, because they are not doing any other job other than putting together the records? When you spend A, they write A. When you spend B, they write B, right? So, which means that they would have been putting these things together before. So you don't even need any. All you need to do is to look at everything and put it, and then bring the bank slip, bank statement, and of course the auditor will put it very well, in a ledger form and all of that. And then, as simple as it is, and then you present it to the people contributing the monies. To the people contributing the monies, and that is it. So what is that? When you say people are distracted, let's not bring distraction. They are interrogating Azuka for blah. The same Azuka who says she doesn't have information about the resources and all that is the one being sacked on the issue that she says she doesn't have knowledge of. She says she doesn't belong to the finance committee, but she's in charge of finance. So how can you be in charge of finance? You don't belong to finance committee. Oh my God, I don't understand. How can you be in charge of finance and you are not in finance committee or finance department? How? Where does that? Where can you see that you are not in finance? You are not in finance department, and yet you are the one in charge of finances. You are the one who release monies to men on ground. You are the one who release. You are the one who knows how much you release. You are the one who comes to tell the people how much you should release. You are the one who comes to tell people that money is not enough. You are the one who comes to tell people that money is never enough. Because you are the only one who knows everything about the money, so they can never be enough, because you must also fund your criminality and Simon's criminality and those people working with you, their criminalities, because you must give them their shares. Now, the thing is, they have discovered now that you have stolen beyond them. There are some stealings that you have hid from them. Now they have sacked you from the finance and from the finance stuff. But of course, you cannot come out to speak. Somebody saying, she acted maturely. You are daft. You cannot be in a sensitive position and you are being talked about a particular offense in a particular position, and you will not make a statement to clear the air, especially when it involves finances. Because the issue, what is on ground, is that you have been collecting monies from Nigeria government, and you've been collecting some things are wrong with the finances. They don't understand what is happening, and that is why you were removed. So if you are at that position, you don't stay silent. You must clear the air. So when people say that she's quiet, she's acting mature. I heard somebody talking about that. She's acting maturely. I say, you see how people are so daft. How can you say somebody's in that level? You can keep mature. You can be mature when somebody's trying to blackmail you on the issue of trifles. Maybe they're telling you that maybe sometimes say, hey, this one, just like all those gossips they always do, and this one they friend this one, that's one they friend that one. All this nonsense where people will don't know why they freedom fighting business they do for social media. All this is nonsense. But when it comes to things that are important, as much as the whole resources that belong to Biafra, which is going into your husband's account, the same Azuka was making sure that the husband becomes a secretary, because she wants to outsmart Simon to display her own smartness. Ngozi Rabu is too, who have been looking for an opportunity. I told you the other time when she was asking for, before she got to Limelight now, she was asking for Simon's number. She asked me for Simon's number. I think I didn't send it also. I think I forgot to send it anyways, because me, I will always ask. I didn't ask Simon. Because before I give your number, I will ask, do you want it? Just like when somebody was asking for somebody's, one of our group members, one of the men, and let me just know, just asking for one of our group. I said it here now. I talked about it. I think it's a Massive Media. Massive Media was asking me for Prince's number. I should give him number of Prince. Massive Media said, please, I want you to give me Prince's number. I want to discuss with him on something. I gave him the number. And before I gave him the people ask me for different numbers, and I'll say, let me ask the person first before I give the number. When he asked me for Prince's number, I said, Prince, And he said, give. I gave the person. The person now went to ask him and said, please, why not you I'm going to concern because if I want America, I've not like since now. Nobody go tell me that now. If I want to go to America, now you I need you. I'm not talking about massive media now. I'm talking about the person who is I use massive media to get my selfish end. Go to America. I know how to go to America now. Take to go to America. No be money. Not money now. Or you don't know now money. And he started blackmailing before I bite my tongue. I came for selfish that I designed the plan. Yeah, and she should come and talk on my behalf so that they will take me to America. That was why I came to Biafra movement. Can you imagine adults talking like that? Sometimes I don't like talking about. Sometimes when you are talking, you just need to say some things because so that you people will know the people you are working with. And those people who left accountability group and went away, if you join them, you are a rebellious person. You are an accomplice in rebellion because rebellion is when you break away from people without anything, rather with your own decision. You just decide to break away without nothing, especially when you know that you are indicted on something and you are told to take corrections and refuse to take corrections and you walk away. And then you now begin to utilize the name of that same group to cause confusion. You are rebellious. It's part of rebellion. If you join them, you're also rebellious. Don't worry about there's no division. There's no division. Accountability group is coming. We are coming. We are planning. That's why I'm telling you people out there, if you want to be part of it, come in now. Come in. We are coming stronger. We are coming stronger because we are planning. And the standard being planned is not a standard where somebody will take the glory, where one person will say, I'm in charge. Never. Where one person will say, I'm in charge of the monies. Never. Where one person will say, I'm in charge of the ESN or in charge of the military. Never. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu works with the structure. And that is the structure we are preserving. We are fine-tuning the structure which the members of the DOS have corrupted, which we are reinstating, reaffirming, revitalizing, reproclaiming, and redesigning, renewing, restructuring. Because we are, hey, Daniel, I am telling you, stop this nonsense. I'm going to block you. If I see any message again, I'll block you. Daniel, I'm warning you. Stop this nonsense. Don't blackmail the accountability and transparency group. If I see any message that goes according to this tune, I will block you from you will not be able to comment again. That's what I'm going to do. Because I know your type. I know your type very well. And today I decided to talk to you very well. I decided to, because I've been condoning all this stuff from you. You're just indirectly blackmailing us. Telling us how people are, this one is gone. The other time you said, if not these people left, would have gone far. I don't need all those stuff. If you post that thing again, I will block you here. I don't need all those pity party stuff. We are planning. This is not my personal business. Biafra is not my personal business. So we are planning. If you want to be part of it, come in. Let's plan. If you think that something is wrong, come in. Let's plan. Don't come and tell me this one has left, that one has left. Hey, this one, just trying to give an impression to the world that we're destabilized. We don't know what we're doing. We are smarter than Simon, your master. We are smarter than all of you. We know what we're doing. Not all this rigmaroling what if you are doing. We are smarter than all of you. So we are not daft. We came prepared for this thing. And those who are prepared do the right thing. They come with a plan. They don't come and all these jamborees. We are not for that. We're not for that. So just know it that the end of criminality will soon be. And we are going to go. Biafra can never be gotten under the auspice of criminality. You hear it. You hear it from what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will say. Now listen.
The reason why people are suffering is because there is no truth.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Some of you are contributing to Simon and all of that. The reason why some of you are suffering Suffering is not until you are hungry. Suffering is when your mental faculty does not resume functionally, because there is no truth in you. So you would always accommodate evil devices. That is why Scripture says in Romans chapter 1 verse 28, that even when they refused to recognize God in their minds, He gave them over to a reprobate mind. There's one e-frog here that I'm going to block now. Block him. Yes, he's not going to comment again. He's an e-frog. So let him listen. He cannot comment because now coming an insult. Gave them over to a reprobate mind. That means a mind to do nonsense. So all of you who are following criminals here and there, you don't have sense. Somebody told you 150 days you are going to get freedom. This is 350 days, 300 and something days after the 150 days. No. About 200 and something days, yes? About 200 and something days after the 150 days. He is still telling you about one liaison office here, one liaison office there, one convention, referendum convention, one the same thing. Martin said, all these rallies, we don't need it. All these events, that's not freedom fighting. We have passed that stage. Dragon flag has been lifted. Dragon flag. I've blocked the e-frog, so let him watch. Let him just listen. Since he doesn't, they have gone to alert them. Say, come in. We need to attack this guy. We need to attack this guy now. So they all came in here. They're tired of not commenting. They want to comment now. Please subscribe to this channel. Share this broadcast on all your social media platforms. Let the people hear. He that has an ear, let him hear. Let him hear what the Spirit says, because we are speaking the narrative of truth, which is propagated by the Spirit. Listen.
People believe in lies. Everything out there. And when you're lying, you're doing so brazenly. Radio Biafra will drive away all these things. If you're an IPOB and you're used to lying, you're an IPOB, you don't know what you're in our class. Your days are numbered. I hate liars.
Days are numbered. It's a prophecy. If you think that you are still here with nothing they happen, or there is she no going back, forward ever, backward never. If you think that's the issue, your days are numbered. Mazin, I'm not going to have said it's a prophecy, and it's going to come to pass. Your days are numbered. Those of you are busy lying and doing all this nonsense.
I can't stand them. I'm going to YouTube. I cannot stand them.
That is why they sold him, because he can't stand them. He couldn't stand them. They sold him, and some are still using that opportunity to steal from the people today. They will also be dealt with. They will also be dealt with. Listen.
Go and search your conscience. You have to be of good conduct and to good guardian. Everything in life works in perfect alignment with the will of nature.
That's it.
You cannot be a liar and a thief and killer.
The three things he mentioned now is what we have found in Chinansa's group, in Kanunta's group, in Simon's group. A liar, a thief, a kidnapper. Liars, thieves, kidnappers. You heard it when Azuka was in a meeting and Success was saying it. You people should be kidnapping to make money. Who are they kidnapping? The ordinary people, not even the government people or the zoo agents that are supposed to be their targets. But yet they are kidnapping their own people, stealing from their own people. Look at how they went the other day to destroy the business. Look at the bikes of people they burnt. The buses, the businesses of the people. That is stealing. That is destruction. They cut their means of income. They just see the bike, hey, burn them, and they were videoing it, showing it, thinking they are scoring a point, just to make their gullible followers to feel, yes, the guys are working. Why didn't they sit at home? They must sit at home. Are you the one to tell people to sit at home? Are you the one who initiated sit at home in the first place? The people decided to sit at home, and your master, called Simon, decided to support the people. So why is he taking it personal now? He wants to make it look like he is the one still forcing the people to sit at home. People's mandate. So if some people decide not to sit at home, it's not your business, because it is not even in your hands to implement. There is no implementation of this. This is natural. The people naturally sit at home. See, schools close and all of that. Some businesses don't open. Allow it. Let the people begin to learn why they should sit at home. And as we keep preaching, they keep hearing these things and they keep doing it. Not you coming to burn the bosses of the people, burn their businesses, destroy their livelihood. Look at what you did the other time during the elections. None of these idiots Simon has, put together could come out when the military was evidently on ground during the election, February. They were evidently on ground. None of them showed up on the streets. None of them. He said he has acquired everything to stop the election in Biafra. None of them showed up on the streets. They couldn't come and say, we are here. Where are they? But now that they know everything has been settled, so military comes once a while to some corners. They now go to where the military is not, and they make noise. Then they kill the people in that place. And the painful thing is that he is doing most of these things in Imo State. Why don't he focus on the Ebonyi State, where the Fulanis are coming from the bushes and everywhere, killing people? Why not go there and focus on it? Then let the soldiers come to your community or come to that community and kill people, and then let the people rise up and say, this Simon, from this our state, we need him. But you go to Imo State because you are making the Nigerian government kill them. Look at how they are bombarding the people. And you will come and show us on social media. Your criminals will come on social media and tell you we have downed one of their helicopters. Yet they cannot show the helicopters. We have this one of their fighter jets. Yet they can show you. They think we are joking. We have destroyed their fighter jet. We are going to show them. We are nonsense. Nonsense. Listen.
You want Biafra to come. You are dreaming.
You are lying, you are stealing, and you are kidnapping. You want Biafra to come. That's what he's saying. You are lying, you are stealing, you are kidnapping. Lies, thieves, kidnappers, traits of the devil. Then be pure evil. That's it. The thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Stealing, kidnapping, lying. Lying is a means of destruction. Killing is part of it. Killing, stealing, destruction, and all of that. These are the traits of the evil one. Now listen.
You're a liar, you're a kidnapper. You are somebody working with our WhatsApp as a saboteur and informant. You want Biafra to come.
Is it not what the members of the DOS and all of that did? During the Anambra election, they worked with the Fulanis and all of that. Recently also, the election, is it not the same thing that Simon did? Tinubu, even if he keeps telling that he's not promoting Tinubu, indirectly by his castigation and all of that, he still allowed election. Gave Tinubu. That doesn't mean we are elections, because that election was not supposed to hold at all. Supporting now. Part of those funding, not here funding, and part of those funding and from the Fulanis to support their north is in her government now. Hear me, let me know. Okay, now I think it has been restored, right? You can hear me now. You can hear me now. Now, the same. Oh my God. Okay. The same Ngozi getting money from Nigeria agents, the Fulani sponsor candidates in the north, is now in Simon's cabinet. And I gave is that now here it must you work with the Fulanis. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say you work with the Fulanis and you want to get Biafra. How? You are working with the Fulanis. You heard it here. So these are contrasts. Opposite of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents is what they are doing. Opposite. Does that not tell you that these are criminals? Does that not tell you anything that goes opposite of a thing is never part of that thing? It's just like words and opposite. Listen.
You are making very hypocrite. And Abiyama can never ever listen.
That was why he said that he is going to patronize the devil. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it, as long as you are working with the Nigeria agents, as long as you are a liar, you're a thief, you are a kidnapper, you will never be approved by Chukwu Okike. So all he needed to do is to now patronize demons. He told you that even if he's to work with demons, and of course, that's why I told you they have brought power. They have brought this. He will come. He will carry that his sword. We have brought this. We have brought all of that. All is the juju that he's doing. Azuka is doing. The two of them are doing different. And Azuka will do. And then when she does, she getting different demons from everywhere. And then later they will clash. They never start. We just, so I don't curse them. From anybody who is truthful and curse them, it will work. If they like, they carry my name, carry my picture, go and need Juju house. The cross is standing, you can't get me. I'm standing on the path of truth. I keep saying it. I'm reminding you, if you've forgotten, take my picture anywhere. Take it anywhere. I'm standing on truth. I'm here for truth. I'm not here for... I prefer to be drinking Gary as long as I stay on the path of truth. To collect money, the blood of Biafrans, after over 6 million people have been killed from time immemorial till now. I will now come and begin to play pranks with all of you idiots who have come. All you come for your selfish ends. Me, my comrades here too cannot do it. The comrades here, you see them posting good messages here. They can't do it. We are resolute, and we have more people resolute. They are watching. They are watching. They are watching. They are ready to work with truthful people. They are waiting. They are watching, and we are setting the platform. And they are setting the platform. So prepare yourself, because the time to establish the path, the narrative of truth, and to work on the narrative of truth is now. You see how Chukwu will cut off all these evil people. They will dance around, and in the end, Chukwu will take them off. And then those who are standing on, because Biafra nation will not be another South Sudan or any other nation that got into trouble. We will not implode. You know what it means to implode? That means the thing bursts from inside. That is that kind of destruction. If it explodes, but when it implodes, it destroys, and everything falls inside and destroys inside. For those autopiloters who don't know, who don't look at, they don't study, they don't even know what implosion means.
There is something you need to know.
Listen.
These are the things you need to bear in mind. These are the things you need to be conscious of. If you are of bad conduct, go and change. For you to remain in IPO, we want people that when parents see them, when they see the way you behave, parents will send their children. Come on, That is what we want to do.
That's it.
That's exactly what we want to do.
That's it.
Not to raise a group of people who are being behaved. People that have no respect for the elders.
They don't have respect for elders. You tell a boy it's come for meeting. He goes to the pulpit and call you a criminal. No respect for elders. No respect. Because everybody is now hailing you, giving you morale. You think so you don't arrive. People who don't pass, people who pass you, they insult them. Listen.
People who have no respect for their mothers and fathers. People who have no respect for their seniors. People who have no regard for the betterment of the environment and study that going on.
No regard for the betterment of the environment at all. You go to one place, kill soldiers, they come, the Nigerian narrative comes there, kill the people in that place. No regard for the people. No regard. And yet the gullible these evil, gullible people, these e-frogs and all their cohorts, will be jubilating, will be hailing them. I know all of you are under spell, but the truth here is you will get the same repercussion that will come to them. How can you, what kind of plan is that? You know that when you go to a community and kill any military around there, the military will reinforce and come back there and kill the people in that community. And you know that when your people kill, you tell them to go back, they run away. They don't stay there to wait for the military to come. They run away, and then the innocent people in that community will now suffer the consequences. Their organs will be harvested, their men will be killed, their women will be raped, they will be killed, and all of that. You know all of this, yet you keep going to those communities, killing military people there. And then you go to the bush, hide somewhere, and begin to shout, "We are here, let them come, let them come." Why not go to where you know different places in Owerri? Go to Douglas Road, especially them. I think that's the busiest, and Weldra Road. Those are the busiest roads, or Olu Road too, or Owerri Onitsha Road. Stay there and scream, let them come out. Then we know. Kill those ones on the road, then let the people come out. Face them. Don't go to communities, kill people, and then let the military come there. Look at it. Very wicked. You don't know respect for people. Very wicked. You are using them as sacrifice for your juju. That's what you are doing with our people. You are using our people as sacrifice for your juju. And you will get the repercussion.
Model citizens. I'm not waiting until we get to Biafra. We need to behave now like Biafrans. And our behavior is not like that of the baboons and monkeys.
That's it.
We are different. And we need to show it. Truthfulness is key. If you take something,
Key. Truthfulness is key. What else do you want to know? How else would you hear this message? All you hear is this shenanigans and this jamboree and jingoism from this half-baked Finland broadcaster calling himself a prime minister. Half-baked, unintelligent broadcast.
think on the road that doesn't belong to you. You give it to who belongs to you. Do you want Biafra? I ask you.
Do you want Biafra? Do you guys want it? Your behaviors. Those of you, I'm not talking about those who are on the path of truth now. I'm talking to those. I am talking to those who have decided to endorse criminality. Do you
believe in this gospel we are preaching? I am telling you exactly what Chukwokika Biama said was. If you want me to bring down my kingdom from heaven to this earth, the conditions has to be right. That is why I did not give you Biafra between 67 and 70. Because you are sinful.
You see, you hear that? Because of the evil, that was why Biafra was not given.
Because you were idol worshippers.
And today, what are they doing? Put people under spell so that when they talk about fundraising, people will bring funds. When they talk about they are doing this, people will believe. When they say they have headquarters here, people will believe. Where is the headquarters? Who is there working? Who is sitting there? You just put canopy out there and you pay for that space and you do the jamboree. The person is living in the flat two. He's still living there. Anytime you want to show some jamboree, you go there, you talk to the person. You have settled him already. He will remove his chairs. You now all those cartons you have put in there. That's where the chairs are that you say you bought. You now bring the chairs. You arrange them. You now snap pictures. Put the pictures on the wall. You now tell people, you see, we are still here. We are still in the headquarters. This is the headquarters. And then after that, you close the video. You pack the chairs. Put in the carton. Pack it on one side of the house. The person, of course, you are settling him, and then he sets his chairs and have his house again. Is that the kind of, because you are using juju to keep these people under spell, and we are here to use the gospel of truth to break that juju. Make them go barracks. Thank you, go for that. Make them go barracks. Go do all those they shoot. They get liver now. You come here. We are here. We are here in one bush. You put people under spell. Look at that city in Maryland. That place he said Biafra house. The person living in that place is somebody you have settled. When they want to set some things, the person will move his chairs. They will now put their things. Snap pictures. Don't you see that in the last program they said they made and all of that, this when they were showing some stuff? The other time they said they have arranged the chair. Didn't you see that the whole cartons of the chairs were arranged inside the room? Why would they arrange? Have you gone to an office? Have you gone to an office? You see cartons of the chairs for the office in that office arranged somewhere. Where does it happen? What do you need the cartons for? Is it not to take the cartons and destroy them? Because you don't need them anymore. You have gotten the product from the cartons. Why did you arrange the cartons in that place? Because after they have shown you, they have done the show you the showbiz now. They show you finish. They will go back, pack the chairs into the cartons, line them up there. The man who is the owner of the house will now put back his chair and have his house. The next time again, they hear to make you still reaffirm that they still own that place. They go again, tell the man, okay, now it's time. They arrange the chairs again. They tell you, see, we are still here. This is it. And look at this man sitting here. Look at the flag here. Look at this. And then they go again, and you'll be jubilating. Wow, it's working. Why not you tell them to show you 2 hours every day, people, activities in that place? There should be CCTV camera now. Activities in the office. People are working, people coming in, correspondence, moving here, that, and all of that, activities, administration, and all of that. Let them show you all of this stuff for 1 week, every morning to evening. Every morning for 2 hours. Then we'll truly they acquire that house. Today, have you seen that Biafra flag on the building? No. Did you see the coat of arms top building? No. Did you see it on the right top? No. But you are jubilating. Don't you see that you're under spell? Then they go rent outside, do the party. If I want to rent outside any shopping complex or any place, any public space, and put chairs and do party, I'll do it now. People do it everywhere. Don't you see it? Or you don't have sense, or because you're under spell. You just nonsense. Nonsense.
And anything I tell you is correct. Are worshipping idol as ignorance.
Men are worshipping idols out of ignorance. When you who are going to juju houses to keep you under spell. Anytime they tell you about funding, you come out. Anytime they have done this, you believe. Anytime they tell you they are doing this, you believe. Anytime they tell you you are worshiping their idols. And if this is where I'm going to stop this broadcast, I'm going to continue this tomorrow, and hopefully I'm going to play some audios that you are going to hear. The part 2 of this Miasma. Or whatever you want to call it, Miasma. The part 2 tomorrow, because we are here to expose evil. But I tell you, the curse on everyone who is destroying this movement, and the curses we are making also, and we shall those of you who have been supporting the truth here, those who have been standing on the path of truth, who have been standing on the path of truth. I want to thank you all, your comments and all of that. My praise, I thank you all. I appreciate you guys. And of course, I want to tell you, please subscribe to this channel if you have not. Those ones who have left, leave them to leave. We are standing on the truth, and we must get more subscription. We must get it. So if you are standing on the truth, you must subscribe. At the same time, you must share this video on all your social media platforms, all of them, because you must send this message far and wide. I wish we have ability to get, transmitters all over Biafra, and let people begin to hear this truth. Let people begin to hear this truth. Look at the radio Biafra that we were thinking. I was telling them there was even launching under the auspices of the Autopilot media that was carried out to get transmitters. Today, none of them is working. You just use all the money is put in Enter Biafra, build that platform media platform where he will be making every money. The money comes to his pocket. He comes to say yes, the money comes into his pocket. When it comes to broadcast for 30 minutes, money goes everything. The whole transmitters. How many of you have asked Simon, where is the money? Just like the DOS members too, stole from us in Americano. How many of you have asked Simon and Azuka, where are the monies for the transmitters? Where is he broadcasting? I was even telling them we need to be broadcasting. Our broadcast should be transmitted straight to the transmitters in Biafra land so that they can be hearing the truth from us. Never. Till today, nothing is being said about that now. Today it is Enter Biafra. where all the money goes into his confines. That's what it is. Oh my God. I don't want to read messages because of time. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. I don't want you to go into 2 hours. God bless you, really good. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll tell you the time. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. God bless you, really good. I'm seeing messages of Daniel and other people. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you. God bless you, really good. I appreciate you. Stay blessed.